Hello and welcome to another episode of Clark and Addison, Born into the Ivy. We are your hosts today. I am David Butler and this is my nephew Eli, and we are back again to discuss the past week of our Cubbies. I think this week has been overall much improved in Cubland. The Cubs took 3 out of 5 against Milwaukee, and then 3 out of 3 against the Angels. It's a sweep. 6 wins this week. That is huge. They are now 5 back in the division and 2 up on first place in the wild card. Both the Angels, or the Padres, and the Dodgers are tied atop their division. The other one would be in the wild card. The pitching continues to be fantastic, and the offense is truly showing signs of improvement. Remember, the best way to help grow the podcast is to listen to every episode, like the episode, share the episode with your friends, and if you haven't yet, join our Facebook group at Clark and Addison, Born into the Ivy, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Clark and Addison, Born into the Ivy. Let's get to the recaps, Eli. The Brewers series. How surprised were you that we won the series?
I think about every Cubs fan is going to be surprising how well we played the best team in Major League Baseball. I mean, I am beyond impressed on how we played. Even if the hits weren't very pretty, but we drew a lot of walks. We did our job. Our pitchers did what they needed to do, and can't complain about that.
Outside of game one, we put a lot of pressure on their pitchers the last 4 games. And really, you could argue that maybe we should have won game 4 or game 5 and gone 4-1 in that series. And how huge would that have been? We're 5 out in the division right now. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we're getting closer.
It would have been a really, really awesome if we could have pulled that off. But it didn't happen. But I'm happy with taking 3 out of 5 in that. Especially sweeping
That's
the double
exactly
header.
what we wanted.
Yep. Who were the biggest keys in that 3-game series?
Oh, you got to go with the big old rookie, the Canadian Owen Casey. Man, did he impress everybody.
Big redhead.
Oh, yeah. 4 for 12. I mean, 1 home run. He got his first home run, and he got 4 RBIs, too.
Yeah, he had a really big – those 3 games were huge for him. And Matt Shaw had a big series, too. Matt Shaw continues to just –
tear up the pitchers.
Yeah, it's not just a fluke. He has – he recently had a small skid that just happens. Mm-hmm. It's part of baseball. Nico Horner just had one. Before this series, he was 2 for 15. In the Milwaukee series, he had gone 2 for 15. So, really nice to see those guys break out of it. Nothing lingers on with either of those two, and they just continue to play ball to the best of their abilities. Nico's never going to have the best OPS numbers or anything like that because that's just not his style. He could hit for more power, but then he wouldn't be as effective of a player as he is if he were to do that.
Right.
I am not complaining about the way Nico Horner plays. He is one of my favorites
not at all.
On this team.
Him and Matt Shaw both.
Who's concerning you right now? Or at least in the Milwaukee series.
In the Milwaukee series, it was Kyle Tucker for sure. We heard about his broken hand, and then we were wondering why he was even playing.
Yeah.
Old Crane Council and him kept it a secret, which is understandable, but don't let him play if he's injured.
Well, I understand why they let him play. I understand why they didn't disclose it initially, because he was playing well. But when he was really struggling, at the beginning of August, or in that first week of August, when people really started to ask questions, why didn't they just say, listen, man, he had a fracture, he made some adjustments, and this is what happened. And that's he's trying to work through all that. I think every one of us would have understood wholeheartedly at that point. If they had just said, listen, this is what happened. Now, Are there people out there who are going to be moronic and say, "Oh, they should have told us. They hid it from us." Blah 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 blah. Man, do you know how many things aren't disclosed to us as a general public on a regular basis in any sport? Because it's just not all that necessary. It's not affecting the way the guy plays. It's not this and that. I get why it wasn't disclosed. He was playing well. He was working through it. But then once he wasn't, and people were asking questions, it doesn't make sense to me to not say, "Hey, this is what happened. This is why."
Right.
And he made some adjustments, and apparently he's gotten into some bad habits. And he's trying to work through that. We all suspected that that's what had happened, but they had plenty of opportunity at that point to say that's what happened and didn't. That's the problem, in my opinion. Why they wouldn't have done that doesn't make sense to me. I also question the sensibility of risking a guy who's on a free agent year and is wanting a $500 or $500 million contract. Like, that seems kind of crazy to me. But
Yeah.
kudos to him. Like, I get why he wanted to keep playing. He's an ultra competitor. He's one of the best in the game. But that's when an organization has got to protect the player and the organization. That's their job. Tucker probably needs to realize, hey, I might be hurting the team and all that. But he's supposed to want to play. Why wouldn't we want him to want to play? That's like expecting Caleb Williams to get hurt and say, "Oh, let me pull an AR and tap out. Please take me out of the game for a minute. I need a breather."
Right.
I mean, we all crushed him for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're gonna crush Kyle Tucker for not saying, "Hey, I'm hurt. Maybe I shouldn't play." We can't have it both ways as fans. I'm crossing over into sports here, but
it's all good. Everybody understands.
I would say PCA concerns me a little bit with his offense, especially in the Brewers series. But he continues to play very well defensively. He cares more than anybody. Like, he cares very, very much, and you can tell by the way he gets upset and everything else. And I see and hear people saying, "Oh, he's chasing." No, he's not. Like, he's chasing less than ever.
Mm-hmm.
Does he chase on occasion? Every baseball player does. But on occasion. But he is not chasing anywhere like he did when he was succeeding earlier in the season.
He's not chasing like Javi Baez. He is not chasing like Javi Baez.
Yeah. Not even close. So, the Angels series, were you surprised that we swept the series?
I'm not surprised, but, I was expecting 2-1 at least. At least. The humble, as a humble Cubs fan, I expected them to only get 2. But again, I'm not surprised that, they swept them. I mean, the pitching on the Angels isn't the greatest.
Correct.
But our bats were also looking very, very, very good compared to what they have been.
So much better.
Mm-hmm.
Friday nights was a little suspect. Took a bunch of homers to get it done. But Saturday night, they broke out.
Oh, yeah.
Even in the first half of the game today, they just kept chipping and getting some runs and everything. And then they just kind of fizzled there at the end. But they got enough to get the win, got 4 runs. Normally, when we get 4 runs or more, we're going to win most of the time. So, PCA, loved that he got that homer on Friday night. I thought that was huge for him. Hopefully, he continues to improve, push, and work through what he's working through. The dude is so talented, and he's so much fun. That is the biggest spark plug we have on the team. He and Matt Shaw. Matt Shaw is a pretty big one too. That guy can get fired up as well.
Oh, did you see his play today?
Yes.
The hot shot right to him. Oh, that was a beautiful grab by him.
He is turning into a really good defensive player. And I don't understand how the metrics don't like him defensively.
Uh-huh.
Like, apparently he's not great on the metrics defensively. Whatever, man. Watch the game. Use the eye test and tell me he's not good defensively. That's crazy. Does he make some mistakes? Yeah. I mean, it's a new position for him.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to. But, man, he's light years ahead of where we all thought he was going to be, I think, at this point, playing third base.
I am really impressed with the Matt Shaw baseball game.
It looks like he's been playing it for a couple of years.
Right. Yeah. He seems like a third-year player for sure.
Who is the biggest key to the Angels' 3 wins? I laugh because we all know who that was.
Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker. The man is back. King Tuck.
I bet everybody regrets booing.
They should.
Is he back? Yeah, he's back.
I get it. We all have our right to do whatever we want. But
right.
I don't like it. I thought it was a bad look. Yeah, I think he's back. Do you?
Oh, yeah. I think he's...
You can see the comfortability.
I'm 95% sure he's back. He's seeing the ball a lot better. He's not getting on top of it every time. He's starting to get the whole barrel on the bat rather than the bottom half.
Is anybody concerning you coming out of the Angel series?
Not really, honestly. I think everybody did their part. I think everybody played really well. Maybe Carson Kelly a little bit.
I mean, especially when Reese keeps hitting, like
you
got to wonder if maybe they should split a little more time.
Right.
Because Reese McGuire's hitting well. I love Carson Kelly, and I think Carson provides a whole lot more than just his bat, and his bat's been really good. But I think Reese is pretty competent back behind the plate, too.
Right. I think Carson Kelly's watching a lot more strike threes. I mean,
yeah.
You learn at a young age, anything close, swing the bat and try to make contact.
Yep. Exactly.
They can. I feel like with Carson Kelly, they can even be not meatballs, of course, but up in his zone, in the middle, kinda in that area. I mean, that's a hittable ball. I mean, you can do a lot of damage with some of the balls he's watching.
I think that's when you know he's not as comfortable as he was before, or is at times. You know what I mean? When he's doing that. So, you know who's concerning me the most?
Who?
Craig Counsell. Or whoever it is that is making out these lineups. Why?
Right.
Why on earth are we continuing to sit Matt Shaw at least one time every series?
They don't know what to do with Willie Castro, is my guess.
It doesn't make sense. Willie Castro, before I have a brain aneurysm, let me breathe. And then Willie Castro was brought to this team because he can hit lefties, and we struggled hitting lefties. Friday night, who pitched? Tyler Anderson, a lefty. Guess who didn't play?
Willie Castro.
What on earth? And then he plays again against a righty. I don't understand. Like, does he have some success against righties? Yeah. He hit a home run Thursday or Wednesday. What? Like, that's great. But why is he playing instead of Matt Shaw? Matt Shaw is our hottest hitter on the team in the second half. He sits at least once every series. That doesn't make sense.
I get extremely frustrated if I was him.
And he has been. Fans are frustrated. It doesn't make sense. I don't think that this is just on Counsell. But whoever it is that's doing this needs to stop and stop just looking at computers and numbers. And
honestly,
and understand that there's a feel to this thing. There's 162 games. You can't just look at numbers all the time. Sometimes you got to go with the hot hand.
And I don't know why. I feel like they're just never benching Ian Happ.
Dude.
Ian Happ, say Suzuki doesn't ever get a break. Like, take one of those guys out.
I feel like Seiya does more than Ian does.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But still, I mean, Seiya has his moments.
Agreed.
A lot, I feel like. I feel like if you just take those two out and put Willie Castro and Owen Casey, fill one of them in for him, I feel like we see a lot more progress with the team.
Agreed. Agreed. And probably progress for those guys if they got a little more
Hmm.
rest. And why not against a tough lefty on
Right.
occasion put Willie Castro in center?
That would
Let
make sense too.
have
Yeah,
a little more
because
time.
Pete can't hit against those lefties.
He really does struggle. I get why you want him in
Yes.
there with the defense and everything, because
Hmm.
his defense alone is worth playing him. Who cares about the bat?
Right.
With as good as that defense is, but the bat matters, and he is so good when he's going right offensively too. We're sitting Michael Bush against lefties. Why wouldn't we consider that a little bit more at least
See,
with
right.
PCA?
And here's the thing. I know Michael Bush obviously isn't as good against lefties, but I feel like he still sees the ball really well. And I feel like most of the time, at least every time I see him batting against lefties, he's hitting a liner into the gap.
Yep,
So, why they do that, I don't know.
mind-boggling, isn't it?
Hmm.
Mind-boggling. A preview for next week. We start a 3-game set against the San Francisco Giants in San Francisco on Tuesday. The Giants have won 4, lost 6 in their last 10 games. However, they won the last 2 games against the Milwaukee Brewers. Thank you, San Francisco. Hopefully, that's the end of that for them, though, the next 3 games. And they lose the next 3. Expected starters for the week. These are not officially announced. They are for the Giants, not for the Cubs. But I believe that it will be in Game 1 on Tuesday, Matthew Boyd versus Justin Verlander. On Wednesday, Colin Ray versus Carson Wisenhunt. And on Thursday, Shota Imanaga versus Logan Webb. I think all 3 of those are winnable games for us. The one that is most questionable is Thursdays against Logan Webb. That dude is a beast.
Yeah, that dude can pitch.
Yes,
I wouldn't
very much.
honest. Who do you think will go against Logan Webb again?
Shota.
Okay, that. See, I just think Matthew Boyd versus Justin Verlander is a little extreme. I think
What do you mean?
because Justin Verlander. I mean, he's not good. He's not anywhere close to what he used to be.
Nothing what he used to be, yeah.
So I think the Cubs could start. No,
We got the
never
pitching
mind.
edge there for sure.
Yeah, our starting pitchers have really gone.
They've been
When
so good.
did Colin Ray pitch this series?
Yeah, against the Brewers.
I mean against the Angels.
Oh no.
I think Colin Ray could maybe pitch on Tuesday
He's pitching
against
Wednesday, I
Justin
believe.
Verlander.
I expect that
Oh,
he will
okay.
pitch Wednesday. He's last Tuesday in the doubleheader, Matthew Boyd started. On Wednesday, Colin Ray started, and on Thursday against the Brewers, it was Shota Imanaga. That's where I came up with all that.
Gotcha.
So the Giants average scoring 3.56 runs per game at home, which is the second worst in Major League Baseball. And they, for the season, combined road and home 4.05 runs per game, 25th worst offense in the major leagues. That's with Rafael Devers.
That
I guess
really
maybe the Red
honestly
Sox might
surprised
have
me.
been onto something.
Yeah, that surprised me honestly.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
They are 8th in the majors, though, at home with
Mhm.
their team ERA at 3.53. That's pretty darn good. And for the season,
Yes,
at
it is.
3.75 ERA, 6th in the majors. So they are a very good pitching team. Not a great offense. So if we can come out doing what we've been doing and just get 4 to 5 runs at least, we're going to be just fine, I think. And when I expect that we should win 2 out of 3, a sweep would be absolutely amazing. But I will be very happy with 2 out of 3 after having already
Yes,
swept
me
the
too.
Angels.
Mm-hmm.
If we can win, if we can lose 2 more games, that's it. 1 game in Colorado, 1 game in San Francisco. We'll go 7-2 in this road trip, and that's pretty damn awesome if that happens.
I wonder.
I feel like I'm
I
putting the
wonder
cart
when
ahead
our
of the horse.
last
Though.
sweep. I wonder the last time the Cubs swept a team before the Angels.
Let me look.
Because I know it wasn't the White Sox. I know we lost.
It was
What was that?
before
A
the
4-game
All-Star
series
break.
or a 3-game? Yeah, it's been a decent minute since the Cubbies swept a team.
July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, Cleveland Guardians.
Oh wow, yeah, wow.
Yeah, it's been a minute. So pretty awesome for
Yep.
them. I'm excited. The team is now 13-10 in August. And at one point, we had a losing record in August. So I will take that. Pretty phenomenal, to be frank. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I've got a few things I want to go over. Stats wise, Kyle Tucker. I was ready to rip him on our next podcast, and then he came out and had a great series. So I don't want to rip the guy, but I do want to go over some. So I hear a lot of Debbie Downers about Kyle Tucker and everything. Is he really he's not worth the amount of money he's asking for? This is the worst streak this guy's ever had in his career, man.
Mm-hmm.
And so
And
go ahead.
if he keeps playing like he played against the Angels, I think he's worth the $500 million.
I do too. Before June 30th, from the start of the season until June 30th, he had an OPS of 931, a WRC plus of 157. Again, an average player is 100 on WRC plus. He was the 8th best hitter by OPS in the major leagues, period, until through June 30th. That's pretty amazing. However, from July 1st through August 21st, which was this past Thursday, he was the 15th worst hitter in that time span. 15th worst, with an OPS of 560. From August 1st until August 21st, again this past Thursday, he was easily the worst hitter in baseball, with an OPS of 381 and a WRC plus of 16. Not including today, because those games aren't in the Fangraphs numbers that I was able to look up until tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
He has from August 1st until through yesterday an OPS of 585. That OPS went up 204 points from the last 2 games. His WRC plus went up 50, up to 66. I get that that's still not good, but that's what I'm like. That's how great of the last 2 games he had. He is now the 41st worst hitter in the major leagues in that time span. He rose
That's
40
a good jump.
spots. 40 spots in 2
Good
days.
jump.
That's how good this guy can be and how great this guy can be when he's going right. Again, this was by far the worst streak he's ever had. I think just an abnormality.
Mm-hmm.
It shows. I don't know why I closed that. It shows that there was just something very, very wrong, and he was able. Hopefully, it looks like, I believe, that he has worked through that, and he's lifting the ball again. He's driving it with force. I think it had become a mental thing for him more than anything.
Very much.
But I see the
could have
swing
been.
a little more upward again now. Maybe I'm just wanting to see that. I don't know. But it appears to me that it is a little more upward again now. So I also have some numbers for Porter Hodge, and then we'll get into talking about him real quick. Porter Hodge, in the month of August at Iowa, has thrown in 8 games, 10 innings, 6 hits allowed, 7 walks, 0 runs, and 0 earned runs. That's huge. And 17 strikeouts. The strikeouts are back. He's got more than 2 strikeouts every game he's pitched. Just over. That's fantastic, because that's what he was not having throughout this season before that, which is what he did have last year. If he got into a little bit of trouble, he's always had a little bit of wildness to him. But he can get out of it, kind of like Daniel Palencia, because he can strike out anybody as well. So I think that's back for him. Again, this is against AAA, so hopefully he can replicate that in the majors as well. Yeah. But in a little more than a week from tomorrow, September 1st, the Cubs can add 2 players to the roster and make it 26 to 28 players. They can have no more than 14 pitchers, so they can have 1 pitcher and 1 position player. I ask you, Eli, who do you think they should bring up position player-wise? Moises Ballesteros or Kevin Alcantara, and add a little bit of speed to the bench with Alcantara?
Okay. When does Miguel Amaya come back?
That's up in the air too. I'm not real sure. Like he couldn't.
I think he comes back very soon.
I don't think it's been announced, but let me double check that, man.
I could have sworn he came back.
So if Maya comes back,
this next series
him to be back, right?
Yeah,
I think he can come back next series, but I'm not sure that he will.
So again, we talked about how to sub PCA in at center field for a righty hitter, right? I think Kevin Alcantara can honestly fill in that spot, but who knows? Fair. I mean, I don't really know Kevin Alcantara's stats against left-hand hitters, but
I'm not sure
he's got speed, and I feel like he can really cover the center field like PCA can. Obviously not as well, but I feel like he can defend really well.
Miguel Amaya updated yesterday, running on a treadmill in Arizona and is still weeks away from a return, manager Craig Counsell said. So maybe in the playoffs, I don't know. Doesn't sound good. He's got a high left ankle sprain, I believe, and that can take some time sometimes. Unfortunately, because that would be great. But I like what you said with Alcantara. Well, Ballesteros is just such a good hitter. He's such a good pure hitter that I think you can make a strong argument for him too. But I'm not sure there's a right or wrong answer here, to be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe they kind of mix and match it a little bit. You know what I mean? For the pitching side, Porter Hodge, Luke Little, Gavin Hollowell, I would think would be guys. Maybe even Javier Assad. I would think that Assad comes back up and Wicks goes back down though. One of them is up, and then the other guy is more of a short inning reliever guy. I would be in favor of Porter Hodge being the guy that comes up. Would you?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, by the way, he played last year. I just hope Porter Hodge can stay healthy.
Agree.
Is all I want, because I know he has trouble staying healthy.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, if that doesn't work, I mean, you could always go to Javier Assad, but I go Porter Hodge and Assad, then Jordan Wicks.
So yeah, I would put in order of importance: Porter Hodge, Assad, Luke Little, Jordan Wicks, and then Gavin Hollowell for me. Hollowell would be the 5th option out of all 4, all 5 of those to me, in my opinion. I think that for whatever reason they like Hollowell. Jen and Counsell seem to. I don't get that. I think Luke Little is far more talented than Gavin Hollowell. He's a little more wild, but so is Porter. Like I understand Counsell hates when you walk batters. I get that, but
right.
Isn't it more important to have a guy who can strike anybody out too? Like Luke Little can do that. Hollowell can't. Frankly, neither can Jordan Wicks on a consistent basis.
Mm-hmm.
Neither can Assad, but I think Assad is just a better overall pitcher.
Yeah.
Than the other guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He makes the guys. Mm-hmm. Porter Hodge I feel like, is really overall pretty decent at locating his pitches and gets a lot of weak hits off the bat.
When he's healthy, man, like that guy's filthy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He was
But
expected, a lot of people wanted him to be the closer. That's how filthy he is. I think he has
can't take
Daniel
Palencia
Palencia
out of there
movement.
though.
Oh, agree.
Got to keep
And nor do I
because
think most people would want to at this point.
With his velocity and his break.
And he's starting to get that splitter, man, really moving too. The splitter and the slider.
Again, I mean, we talked about this before, but the splitter can be a very dangerous pitch.
Yes.
Very dangerous pitch.
Very much
but,
so.
Again, I mean, I think he's throwing that ball really well.
Agreed. Our hitters of the week are Owen Casey and Kyle Tucker, co-hitters of the week. Both Casey, I think, probably would have hit throughout the Angel series if allowed to. He came in a pinch hit yesterday and got that big hit, a double. Kyle Tucker was amazing in the Angel series. Absolutely amazing. Made up for not doing much in the Milwaukee series. He sat for 3 of those games, but still. And then honorable mention, probably would have gotten it most weeks, Matt Shaw as well. And our pitcher of the week.
Can't ever leave that man out.
Oh, no. Matt Shaw is so good right now.
Oh,
and he's so good defensively, too. Pitcher of the week, Jameson Taillon. Had 2 really good outings. You could make an argument for Cade again, too. That dude is just absolutely dominating right now. He is dealing.
I think I saw something about how he was the 3rd rookie ever to strike Mike Trout out 3 times.
Oh, really?
I think I saw
That's pretty cool.
Correctly. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. JD was raving about him striking out Trout 3 times. I thought that was pretty cool. I like JD.
Yeah. It'll definitely boost your confidence striking out one of the.
Heck yeah!
I mean, yeah, striking out one of the best baseball players ever.
Not to try and take away from him doing that, but I heard today that Trout is striking out like 30% of the time, which is the highest.
Oh yeah, but so what? I mean, it's Mike Trout. It's his name.
It's still cool as hell.
If you tell your friends, "Hey, I struck out Mike Trout," they're gonna be like, no,
3 times.
3 times. Yeah, it's
the first 3 times I faced him.
That's a great feeling.
Hell yes. That's awesome for Cade. Well, thank you very much. Don't forget to join our Facebook group at Clark and Addison, Born Into the Ivy, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Clark and Addison, Born Into the Ivy. Leave some comments or posts in there about what you'd like to hear or what you thought about today's episode. However you subscribe to your podcast, please like and subscribe to Clark and Addison, Born Into the Ivy, and don't miss out on any of our future episodes. Also, if you feel so inclined, please make sure to leave a 5-star review and leave me some comments if you are enjoying this podcast. Make sure to tell and share it with any of your friends who might be a Cubs or baseball fan. Have a great day, and let's go Cubs.
Go Cubbies.